It all seems like a dream now, a distant recollection of times gone and spent, like an old friend lost in the fray of time. When I was a boy, I was a dreamer. I had created a friend, a companion who was faithful and true and just. With every stroke, I poured more of my soul into him until he was who I always wanted. We were cartographers of our own aspirations. Ambition was our vessel, and imagination was our sails. And with the two, we could go anywhere. It was then I knew I would never be alone again. My buddy and friend, who some might call imaginary, but to me was real. He embodied what my imagination was in a sense, and together it seemed we could accomplish anything. I knew he wasn't there, of course. I assure you I'm not half as crazy as I sound. He would often give me advice, but not always when drawing. However, we would do other things besides draw. Other activities that he wanted to do. He would come with me everywhere I went. I didn't mind it. In fact, I enjoyed it. Over time, things changed. Like human nature, we all must grow up and put away our childish things. I didn't have time to spend with my old friend like I used to. At the time, he seemed content with me. He knew I had to do this, but I could feel his pain. I could see his concern. No matter how much I wanted to stay home and be with him, to listen to his wisdom and silliness, I had to go and fend for myself. As the days grew longer, and as months came and went, I'd become more oblivious to my passion, more tied down to the world I once tuned out. I'd also become oblivious to him, my friend. As time went on, I had hardly realized the state of my friend. He was deteriorating, withering away from the world itself I drew him into once. One day, I couldn't find him as I entered my house. I panicked as I searched for him until I finally did find him. At first, I didn't understand what had happened to my dear friend. I'd never seen him like this. I was terrified. He told me, slowly he told me, what had been happening, and that it wasn't my fault. It was time to leave. He was truly happy that he could spend his last hour in my arms, and this comforted him more than I could ever imagine. As I felt his body tremble in my hands, and see the light of life slowly fade from his body, I held him closer and pressed back the tears. The friend that was born from my childhood imagination had died. It felt as if a part of me was torn away, and that I was nothing more than a ghost in this world. In that moment, I felt something I'd almost forgotten that was resting in my pocket. The tool that had brought my friend to life had found its way back to me. I'm not sure how it ended up in my pocket, but sure enough, it was there. My imagination, now rekindled by a new fire, ignited my soul. I could hardly retain my unceasing energy to unleash such a fury that my hands trembled. Though it was his time to go, like my childhood, it never died. The memories still live as much as I do today. The freedom he sacrificed for my sake untethered me from my former chains. However, I will never forget him and what he taught me, and I hope you never forget your passion as well.